coach bag, no tag, whole stacks, lot of racks. Lately all that I've been eating is exotic snacks. That's exactly how I'm feeling. That's just
In
what
this
I'm-
hoodie, you're back on Northbound. This is episode 47, and I'm here with TCspades, and you just listened, or you just heard his song Time, but you actually released a new song, Exotic Snacks, today. But before we listen to that, I'm gonna let TC introduce himself for the people.
What's up, y'all? It's TCspades, but you guys can just call me TC. Courtesy of the Spades family, we're here. It's the biggest. That's it.
Yes, so tell me a little bit about this new song, because I know that there's actually a music video coming out a little bit later today, and you've been doing a whole branded rollout, which I really like, including like this Instagram, what is it,
The little series we got.
the little
going on?
series,
Yeah.
the snack series that you definitely have to check out. So what does this single mean to you, Exotic Snacks?
Well, for me, it was kind of like, capturing like, life is just kind of exotic. I like, like pushing the boundaries a little bit and doing those kind of things. But at the same time, now that you're mentioning like the rollout and like the branding of it, I also kind of wanted to make sure that I was making a situation that incorporated like myself, but then other people involved, because the way that it kind of happened.
I love that.
Yeah, the homie JJ just reached out, and I was like, might as well take it and run with it.
Yes, because I know you have a contest going on, and it's with JJ Snack Packs, who is a Black-owned, Brampton-owned company.
Shout out that guy.
Definitely have to check them out. But let's listen to Exotic Snacks right here for the grand premiere on Northbound with TCspades. And we're back here on Northbound with TCspades, Brampton's finest, actually, I must say. Geez, with braid up. Tell me a little bit about, your upgrowing and, where you were born, because I know you're from Brampton, but were you born and raised there?
No, so I was actually born in North York.
Okay.
Spent like a little bit of time there. Was living in Mississauga till the age of 7, and then from then till now, Brampton.
Brampton. So is Brampton what you're repping, though?
Of course.
Brampton's what you're repping. I love that.
Yeah, it added to kind of, my character, how I carry myself.
And honestly, there are a lot of really talented musicians coming out of Brampton, including yourself.
Thank you.
But also a lot of businesses. So tell me about, JJ Snack Packs and why you decided to do this collaboration.
Yeah, I will gladly tell you. So if we're talking about Brampton and like the character, I feel like there's a lot of like ambition, hustle, right? So I took a trip to LA, made just a little TikTok trying out the wrap snacks with a dab of ranch.
Oh.
And like a little funny thing, but he ended up reaching out to me because of that, and he's like, "Yo, like this was cool. If I gave you snacks, like would you just make content and tag me in it?" And I was like, "Yeah, like of course."
Who doesn't love snacks?
Exactly. And just like with a little brainstorming with the team and my homie Tony, we just decided to just make it a show and like just take it and run with it, right? But it's the fact, like, it never would have occurred to me to do that if it wasn't for JJ just reaching out, just taking that chance. And
I love that.
That's my dog.
It's all about collaboration, right?
Exactly.
And you have been someone that I've been wanting to collaborate with for a very long time. But it's so funny because today I was thinking back, I was like, how do me and TC really know each other? And it's from like Clubhouse or Club Room, whatever the hell it's called. Yes, and now we're here on Northbound.
Look at that.
Still thriving. But I really, really appreciate you coming on and, just sharing your music with the world. Let's get into some more of your music. So up next is Swiper by TCspades right here on Northbound. And we're back here on Northbound with TCspades. Northbound is where we play all emerging Canadian artists. And I am so happy to be sitting here with you in person for this episode 47.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. I want to talk about, this music video coming up, because earlier in the show, we ran Exotic Snacks, which dropped today, but there's also a music video dropping. So what can the people expect from this music video?
Let me tell you. Shout out to my people, Tony, shout out Quasi, and all my friends that kind of helped bring it together. It was honestly, like going back on that theme of like collaborating, just a great collaborative effort. So came together, teamed up with Gems Groceries. They graciously gave us their spot to be in to shoot our video there.
And where's Gems Groceries?
In Brampton.
Okay, this is just we need a Made in Brampton sticker on this bitch, because
honestly,
I really like how the whole community is coming together. I love that. But that's something that you do, because we were speaking about Last Break Clubhouse earlier, but that is something that you've always done, and I know that you curated events and did stuff like that before the pandemic, right? So tell me, you know, what has been keeping you busy during the pandemic? Because I find as an artist, a lot of people are hitting brick walls, and it's really nice to see you, you know, not hitting brick walls, basically.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'd say that honestly, Clubhouse helped with that. So I was always working on the music just because I have like a home studio. It's fun to me. But Clubhouse is where I kind of realized like, okay, the Americans are like talking about like all these things they did back in the day and like all these kind of like collaborative things coming up now. So I'm like, where is that for us? So off of that, that's what kind of encouraged me to try and like make the change that I want to see. So that led to like, for example, the music video and just like trying to connect other businesses and be a plug in that sense. But then yeah, and then on the music side, like aside from me just working on my own music, helping out other people, whether it's co-directing some stuff or just like trying to plug my friends in places. But I don't know if that's just
because I always see you with our mutual boy, freaking Chisor, and
shout out my dog.
No, for real, and it's so nice to see you really celebrating other Toronto artists because that's something that I saw you doing, just taking charge in those rooms in generals. Would you go on Spaces, whatever this Twitter app is, or not? It's not a Twitter app, so it's what is it? The
Spaces
Clubhouse.
Within Twitter. I would, but I don't know if it would have the same effect. Just because like my Twitter, on one hand, I treat my Twitter just as like I tweet what I feel like tweeting.
Yeah.
Not that I'm talking crazy, but like it's like it's not like set up the same. And then in terms of running the same kind of conversations, I think it's because Clubhouse, like there's the potential, but Clubhouse was already kind of marketed as that like, oh, like connections and like
That's
that,
true.
You know what I mean?
That's true. I feel like people on Twitter now in the Spaces are just like doing the most. And just like kind of like, it feels like it's like, I don't know, Spaces mingling.
Yeah, I don't really click on them that much.
I feel you. Well, let's get into some more music right here on Northbound. Don't go anywhere, and I'll be right back with TCspades.
What's up, guys? We're back on Northbound. It's me, TCspades, and you just heard Local Famous.
Let's get it. Yo, that song was a banger.
Thank you.
I love that. What is that inspiration for a lot of your music? Because not that it's all over the place, because that's a bad way to, you know,
I feel you.
Explain someone's music, but
Yeah.
there's definitely versatility there.
Yeah.
Yes, and you're not necessarily rapping or, you know, singing about the same thing all the time. So what is the biggest inspiration to you when it comes to your music?
Honestly, it's just my life. Like however I'm kind of feeling, and yeah, whatever I'm feeling out of the beat, I'm like, okay, how can I really just take this and push it and just put what I feel like I need to put into it? Because at the end of the day, like everybody goes through a range of emotions, and I consider myself a storyteller. So like, I don't want to be telling the same story over and over
again,
you know?
Which
like,
I find a lot of people do, and it gets
Yeah.
very repetitive, and that's why, you know, maybe fans will drop off, etc.
Yeah, like evolution is necessary, of course,
For
and
sure.
like you're telling a story as an individual, but like the song's gotta show the range.
And, you know, when did you start really writing music and beginning on this storytelling journey?
So I really started in high school. That's where I was kind of developing the skills, but just for fun. Honestly, because I was a little discouraged. I was like, I don't really want to be a rapper, but like, I don't know. I was just kind of working on it, and then had my experiences in the music industry in the background as a photographer, learning a lot of stuff. And it was my mentor, David Forteau, who was actually like the last idea I had. He was, I told it to him, and he was like, okay, rather than putting all that energy into other people, why don't you just put it into yourself? Exactly. So that was just kind of the key that gave me the confidence to take myself seriously, plus apply what I've already learned to the music.
Because you've done some pretty notable things, including, you know, you've performed at South by Southwest in 2019. How was that? Because I can't even imagine with my fucking stage fright.
I've always been cool with like being on stage just from like high school, but that was, shout out my guy Tyler, because he plugged it in. Really cool, because that was actually my first show. And like
That was your first show?
Ever, yeah.
That is fucking wild.
Yeah.
That is absolutely wild to know that that is your first show.
Yeah.
And, you know, wow.
It was also thanks to Toy. She was my like I guess you could say vocal coach and kind of stage coach. So I spent maybe about 2 months ahead of time. I was like, somehow I'm gonna get there. So I just want to practice and work on it.
So how did you get into that mental health, like headspace?
The space?
Yeah.
It really was thanks to her. So I was already like, okay, like I'm gonna be in front of people. I know I gotta do my music and whatever, and remember my lyrics, of course. But she was like showing me like, okay, you want to make sure that how you're interacting with people and being cognizant of like, like it's a show at the end of the day, so you want to involve your people. So by giving me those kind of pointers, kind of like equipped me as best as she could for the show. And being there, it was pretty good. Like the music at the time could have been a little better, but I was growing.
You're evolving.
Exactly.
Yep.
But even still, people were still rocking with me. Even though like it's not what I'm making now, they were still like, yo, I rock with that, or they wanted to network with me and stuff.
I love that. And it's really nice to see you even do all of these things, because I feel like we're friends. You're my friend, and you were very humble. And I wouldn't necessarily say you were shy, but there's definitely a flick when I see you like performing or being TCspades. So I really love that. Let's get into some more music, and don't go anywhere. You're right here on Northbound with TC. Boom. And we're back in this bitch celebrating Exotic Snacks by TCspades. The release was today. And, I'm excited to try some of these exotic snacks a little later tonight. We'll go on like Instagram Live or something. But I want to play a quick game, because I know that JJ Snack Packs has a lot of really good exotic snacks. So we're going to play a game of Would You Rather. I'm going to ask you the questions, and I guess maybe we'll see if we have something in common, because I don't know if I necessarily would eat any of these. Not necessarily because they're like bad, but they just are a little too exotic for me. Like, okay, would you rather eat Cheetos, mac and cheese, the cheesy jalapeno flavor, or Cheetos, mac and cheese, the flaming hot?
So the old me would say flaming hot, because I just like flaming hot Cheetos, but I think the jalapeno just kind of worked better from actually trying it.
I feel like the jalapeno is going to work better with your stomach. We're not going to get it too rated R on the show, but I feel like you would not be shitting out solids, is what I'm going to say. Okay, the next question. Would you rather eat Froot Loop Marshmallow cereal or Birthday Cake Pebbles cereal?
I will go with Birthday Cake Pebbles.
Birthday cake?
Yeah.
I'm kind of with the Froot Loop Marshmallows.
Like, is it like Lucky Charms?
That's what I would assume that it's going to taste like Lucky Charms. And I was always that kid that just ate the marshmallows. Yeah, just ate the charms, so.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And with the cheesy, I think, because I didn't answer that question, I just realized, so I'm going back. With the cheesy, I would pass. I would pass on the mac and cheese.
I didn't know that was an option.
No mac and cheese for me.
Me either or, but she said, but me, I will pass.
You have to eat it because you're exotic snacks.
Fair enough.
King.
I would.
Yes.
Obviously.
Okay, would you rather eat Skittles gummies or no shell Skittles?
Skittles gummies. Yeah. Because they actually...
Are they not? How are they different?
Okay, this no shell Skittles is like, it's still a Skittle. So you know how like, it's like kind of like candy still when you're chewing it. The gummies Skittles or
it just melts in your mouth.
Yeah, like it's like I want to say Welch's or like that kind of stuff.
I'm going with the gummies then. You sold me.
I would box those off any day.
Okay, and for their last question, would you eat a Kit Kat apple pie or Hershey's Kisses sprinkle and cream?
I think I'll do the sprinkles and cream.
Yeah, I'm going with the sprinkles and cream too. Yeah. Let's daps on that. Yeah. Coulin's giving me a face. I don't know about the Kit Kat apple pie. Yeah. I mean, maybe as a Christmas present or something, but I'm not trying to eat an apple pie chocolate.
Yeah, for two different kind of,
It's not a thing.
Cinnamon and chocolate, do they even go together?
I don't think they go together. But if you've heard anything that you've liked, make sure you check out JJ Snack Packs on Instagram. That's JJ Snack Packs as in PAX. And we'll be right back here on Northbound. And we're back here on Northbound. I'm your girl, Ajuki.
It's TCspades.
And we're in this bitch. I'm so excited for this drop. I've been waiting for new music from you. So I hope everybody's enjoying Exotic Snacks as much as I'm enjoying it. But I want to know what is next, because I feel like anytime an artist puts out something new, people are like, oh, what's next? What's next? Like they're hungry for more. I see that analogy. So what is next for you, TC, in terms of music and, anything really? Because I feel like you're a man of many talents.
I always keep something cooking, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But honestly, more music is coming in the new year. Kind of setting up for a little project, maybe. Might have something in the oven right now.
Okay.
But yeah, we got that. We got more merchandise on the way. This giveaway obviously is like 2 days away from
Yeah,
being
tell
finished.
people about the giveaway.
Yeah, make sure you guys go share the album art of Exotic Snacks.
Yep.
For your chance to win a box courtesy of JJ and a Spades Family Reaper tee.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
I hope I win.
Gotta retweet and see. We gotta count up the
What do you
votes.
mean? You're not gonna let me win? We'll talk about it later.
She's trying to rig the contest. That's crazy.
Yes, so I'm so excited for this new music, and you know, I'm really excited about just everything you're doing, and I hope that you are really taking the time to celebrate yourself because you deserve it, and I see that you're out here working. And so what are you gonna do to, you know, enjoy yourself tonight?
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Let's get it.
we might be in a little release party vibe, and
might
you
be.
already know JJ's gonna be there with the snacks.
Yes.
Because why not?
I love it.
So yeah, that's that.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. This has been such an amazing episode. This is episode 47, and I really encourage you all to follow JJ Snacks Packs, also follow TC, and really check out his single, and also wait for the music video. Just wait on it because it's about to be fucking dope.
We were cooking.
Yes. Where can people find you on social media?
TCspades on everything, and spadesfamily.ca on Instagram for the fam.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll see you all next week. That's been real. Bye-bye.